You are now tuned in to the Week 5 edition of the Red and Blue Rivalry podcast, the podcast where we talk all things San Francisco 49ers and Dallas Cowboys.
My name is Eric Hernandez, calling all the faithful.
And I am Philip Enriquez, repping for America's team. Last week, we had a pair of 3-0 teams that we were bragging about.
Yes.
No longer the case. Only one team is still undefeated. Your Niners.
Yes.
I'll give you
Thank you.
an applause.
Yes.
Of course,
Eat the bye.
Yeah, like I said, it was great planning, great strategy by Shanahan, great strategy by Lynch to, take the bye in week 3 and be one of the only 3 remaining undefeated teams.
Exactly. That was a hard-fought game, but we came out victorious.
And you're still undefeated.
Still undefeated with no injuries.
And you are solidly the 3rd best undefeated team left.
I will take that.
I know.
Because you know where we rank? We are the only undefeated team in the NFC.
If the playoffs started today,
we'd be the 1 seed.
You'd go to San Francisco in the championship game.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you feel, man? Just talk a little Niners before we get this thing going. How do you feel to be 3-0, number 1 in the NFC record-wise? I mean, do you still feel like the San Francisco 49ers aren't getting their due respect?
Oh, no. Totally not. You just go on Twitter, on ESPN, on the NFL, and they're not. And it's still like people just don't believe. They don't believe what they're seeing. It's reminiscent of, call back to history of when the Niners won their very first Super Bowl. And you had this team with Bill Walsh and Joe Montana, and no one expected them to do anything. And out of nowhere, bang. You're playing in the NFC Championship. You're playing against the mighty Dallas Cowboys, and you go on to win your first Super Bowl. That's how it feels like right now when you get a sense of just like, oh yeah, you're 3-0, but who did you beat? Oh, we beat the Bucks, who just smashed the Rams, who everyone gagaed over.
Yeah, because outside of that game, the Bucks offenses look pretty good.
Yeah, and
at least on offense,
and even their running defense, they have shut every running back down. Every running game that they have went against, they shut down. I think under 60 to 70 yards. We had almost 100 yards against them. We were able to run the ball against them. So I feel like you saw what we were able to do in Tampa, in the heat. They didn't come here. We had to go there. So I look at that game as that's a little bit bigger of a game than people want to give credit for. That Bucs team is one bad field goal away from being 3-1, with us being their only loss. So, I understand what Cincinnati is. And then I look at Pittsburgh. Look at Pittsburgh. They have an offense when you don't have Nick Bosa running down your back.
Their offense played considerably better.
So the next 2 weeks are the test. If they can go in there and kind of beat Cleveland, they're at home, they're favored. I know they won't be favored against the Rams. We'll see. The Rams will have an extra week because of the playing on Thursday, but it feels good to have that bye. And 3 of the NFC's undefeated teams lost. You had Green Bay, you had the Rams, then you had Dallas.